live, and I am going to be unboxing this beast. Isn't it wonderful? This was sent to me from Melbourne. They were having a sale, so I bought some stuff. I know I keep telling everyone that I'm on a fabric ban, and that is mostly true, but to be fair, most of this is vinyl. So I'm just letting you all know that I'm here, and then we can continue and open it. I am live. Done. All right. Hello, Laurie and Misty and Patty. Look at my package. It cost more to post it to me than I spent on the contents, but it's because it was on sale and it was worth it. We are going to use our slice to meet you because puns are amazing. And the first thing we're going to do is separate it. So it's so heavy, it has a sign that says heavy package. I can appreciate that. Ugh. Also, I was speaking with some friends who I have decided are my unofficial managers, and they have given me a plan for videos for pretty much most of next month, which is exciting. Oh. Hello, everybody. So, I bought a shirt this morning so that I can wear a themed shirt for all of the videos. There will be 48 videos planned. Ah, she's here. Good. I sent her a private message because apparently YouTube doesn't want to let her know I'm live. So, hello, Sandra. We're just going to rip into this gently. Gently rip into it. I lied. I did buy one piece of fabric. So there was a sale somewhere in Melbourne. And when I was sent the link to be like, look at the sale, I didn't think it was going to be my kind of thing. So I was like, eh. But then my friend video called me and then went there and we looked at everything together and I got some stuff. So it's exciting. All of these pieces, well, actually some of them we halved, so some of them won't be, but each piece, not meter, but piece of vinyl was $5 for whatever was left on the roll. So some of it we've cut in half, so some of it is only $2.50 worth of vinyl, but they were doing a clear out and rolls and rolls of vinyl were $5, which is just insane. So I'm going to show you all the colors I got. I know it's my kind of sale too. So I think I maybe spent $20 on stuff, right? So we're going to start with this fabulous brown. It's like a nice, deep, rich, it's almost got like a plum undertone to it. I know you can't see it in the camera. I'm trying my best, but we all know how these things work. But in front of me right here, it's like, it looks most like this color, and it's almost got a plum, purpley, maroony undertone to it. I know it's brown, but it's off brown. Totally counts. Now this has all been folded. I am not worried. You can iron out creases in this stuff. For anyone that doesn't know, because look, there's going to be some creases right here. What you do is you put it in your heat press or under an iron or whatever, face down with a cloth, not a Teflon sheet, but like a piece of fabric on top, and then you just iron it. And so from the back, you won't get all the marks. You won't melt it if you don't do it for too long. So I tend to do it at 180, which is 350 Fahrenheit. All of those playing along in America. And I would do it for like 4 to 6 seconds at a time. Now, sometimes you might need to do it twice. That's fine. But generally speaking, I do 4 seconds. I've got it preset in Candy. The heat press, my Locklick auto heat press, for those that haven't seen that video. And it will get out all of the creases. So before I put these away, so this piece, I know we went halves in this. So there is just over a meter, and I paid $2.50. Look at it, amazing. So I will be folding it, rolling it. I always roll it inside out because I have a child. I am also a messy person. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm fairly chaotic. So I'm very likely to drop a pen or something and mark it. So if I roll it inside out, I basically save it from myself because I drop everything. You guys see it in most videos. I drop something. It is not like a thing I do deliberately. I'm just, my brain is faster than my hands, so I drop things. Anyway, so we got brown. Then we got this fabulousness. I reckon this is for an inside like lining of a car. It looks like a pool. You know, like when you look in a pool and you get all that kind of mottledy look. It's amazing. I love it. It is both textured with creases as well as the color is mottled. So that is a fabulously bright blue. There's just a little bit of this, which is fine. That is still enough to make one entire bag. So we have blue and brown. I'm not very good at rolling these evenly. It is, that's the word, marbled. Thank you. Then we got this, which is like a deep marbled red. This one's got a little bit of dirty spots on it, but that's fine. We'll either cut around them or wipe them with a baby wipe. Both options, perfectly acceptable. This was a $5 piece. It used to be car upholstery, I reckon, because this is what they use in car upholstery. But it's got like a deep red. This is gonna go with my horror bags because it's kind of like a dried blood color. I know that's probably not the most best way to describe the color, but that's what it reminds me of. So it's like a nice deep red, make a great goth bag. I have some ideas for this. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, must have that one. That's gonna need a better re-roll than I can do sitting here. This is like black, but I think it's supposed to be like it's not traditional black. So it's not just standard Pacifica black. It's softer. I think it's trying to be like a faux leather black. I don't know if you can see that. Again, it is a little bit dirty, but nothing that a baby wipe cannot fix. Ox blood. There you go. Thank you. Dried blood, ox blood. I was close. So this is black, but it's like it's trying to be a faux leather black. I can see that. In certain light, it almost looks like a black brown. That's why it took me a second, because I thought it was like a blackish brown color. But anyway, still cool. And then we have bright but dark red. And this, again, has got that same texture. It feels nicer than Pacifica Standard. I'm not going to lie. It feels nice. I don't know what brand it is because they haven't printed it on the back like some brands do. I can tell you it was used in a car. Like it's upholstery. Beyond that, no idea. Don't really care. $5. So, this one came in like a few pieces, which is fine. This looks like it'd be a good length for handles. I can get handles out of this, maybe some accents, a key fob, a tassel. So many options for what we can do here. So there's some red. And then I got this. So this is like wind sheeter material. So like kind of like a jumper. It's got a very small amount of stretch, but it's quite rough. I don't know if I'd actually want to wear that. The inside's kind of smooth, but I got that anyway. So either, hello Amanda, I might make something for my child, maybe pajamas or a jumper or something. I just thought it was cool. It has skulls on it. It was the only fabric I kind of liked that they had. Everything else was very florally, and I don't use a lot of florals anymore. But anyway, so for $2, I think it was $2, is like 2 by 1 meter. Maybe it was $5, either way. Super cheap piece of fabric. Heaps in there. 2 by 1. That's a huge jumper. I could almost do matching jumpers if I paired them with a black. And then we get on to the box. And we did the box last because I have to unwrap things in here. So I am very jealous that I don't live in Melbourne for this pure reason. In here, there is black acrylic. And it cost $0 because it's like the scrap pieces at the local to my friend her local plastics place has all this scrap out the front, and it's free. It costs $0. And I'm so jealous because I go up here to look for scraps, and the scraps are still $12, which to me is quite a lot for something that we're going to throw out, but what do I know? Anyway, so we've wrapped it so that it won't crack and break. So I've got vinyl and other stuff. I'm thinking we might just pull it all out so I can put the box down, and then we'll go through all the stuff. Now, I don't know everything that's in here because I just don't. Yes, I'm throwing things. It's fine. So we flip this over. Someone's making earrings. This is pink sparkly acrylic. Now, I am 98% confident that my laser can cut this because it's not see-through and it's not blue. So Slayer and Slasher, the diode lasers can't cut mirror acrylic, clear acrylic, or blue acrylic. If you wish to cut a lot of acrylic, you need a CO2 laser. But I am about to have fabulous earrings for myself, maybe some charms to add to things. I don't know yet. Leave that with me. Look at all my natural light coming in through the windows in the reflection. Isn't it fabulous? Anyway, so that is beautiful. This one did cost her a little bit. And then she cut it up with a jigsaw because jigsaws are gold. And then this one is, I think, cream or white. We're going to just peel off a corner. Oh yeah, it's white. So we can cut white. So that's great for skulls. And who knows what else I'm going to end up doing. I feel my creative brain going a little bit haywire right now. Not going to lie. You do need to play with your laser more. Lasers are amazing. I believe this is more of the same color. Anyway, for those that weren't here at the very start when I got excited, me and my friend, who I have deemed my unofficial manager, have come up with 48 videos to do in the next month. Does that not sound insane? I am insane. We all know it. It's fine. I am challenging myself because I find with challenges, I tend to rise to the occasion and make things work out. So we're doing a challenge that is not a challenge. So I went and got a shirt today from Kmart. I bought the fancy $12 shirt just because I'm going to wear it for so many videos. I mean, at least it told you eventually. But yeah, so I'm going to wear the same shirt for all the videos because I probably will be doing more than one a day. It's a thing. Ooh, look at this. More acrylic. So I got the acrylic not to make things to sell, but to make things for me. I deserve nice things. This, she turned into like a cool little pocket. Love that. All right. So before we get to all that acrylic that's about to fall, this is why it costs so much to post the package, all that heavy weighted acrylic. Look at this. Is this not the most beautiful grey vinyl you have ever seen? Look at it. It's mottled. It's textured. It's epic. This, I think I'm going to pair with my gun bullet rivets. We're going to do it. We're going to do a bag. I haven't been inspired by touching it. I am inspired. But it's beautiful. Look at it. Mottled, grey. It's like a gunmetal-y. Love it. Textured, mottled, amazing. I mean, at least they're sending you notifications at all. I've only been here for like, what, less than 15 minutes. That's not bad. It does have to get the whole way around the world. I've lost my top. It's somewhere. Not the fancy top, but like the normal one. All right, so acrylic, what have we got? We've got more white. Lots of white, which I'm not mad about. Look at it. White. White. So these pieces don't look like much, right? Do you know how many pairs of earrings I can get out of this one piece? I I like to go, when I'm not at a market, I really like to wander around a market, and I always look at the pretty acrylic earrings that people have. Now, I understand they take time, and I understand lasers are expensive. I have some, like I get all of that, but sometimes they want $45 for acrylic earrings. So we're gonna make them on the lasers that I've convinced you to buy for way less than that, right? So far, this is all costing us nothing. I mean, I can make other things too. I just currently have no thoughts on what I need. But I could make like smaller sewing themed templates. Absolutely an option. But let's be honest, earrings, straw charms, fun crap for me. Let's be realistic here. I'm gonna treat myself. This, now I'm pretty sure this will cut, but I'm not totally 100% sure. But since it costs nothing, we can try. It is see-through green. Now I know you can do see-through red with the laser. I'll be interested to see, and you can do see-through orange. I have done it before, it just takes a while. But I've also never done it with a 20 watt. I've only ever done it with the 10 watt. So Slayer will be cutting this. And I'm fairly confident that this is going to happen. So I've got green see-through. So we're going to make some Christmas earrings, people. This one, whoa, please don't fall and break. I'll cry. This one looks like it's solid green. It is. So this will definitely cut. So if the clear acrylic doesn't work out the way I hope, then we're going to do solid green earrings instead. You can go online and buy pieces like this for between $4 and $6. It is an option. But if you've got somewhere, like Google acrylic near you and see if there's any factories. Because a lot of factories, something like this, they just throw out. They don't need to keep little bits because they have ginormous sheets. Or maybe they'll sell that piece for $1, right? So you can go with $10 and get 10 little pieces. I can still get 6 pairs of earrings out of that. Like, you don't need a lot to have fun things. You could do a matching necklace. We could do so many things. I'm going to do them as videos, bear with me. I might have to do like acrylic week or something. I don't know. We'll ask the brains trust. So this one is a solid light pink. So I have sparkle pink and solid pink. Look, fabulous. Perfect little space. I hate peeling this stuff off. I'm terrible at it. And then we've got red and orange. So you can see from the sides. Especially if you store it like this. Like, look at all my color options. Amazing. More white. The blue. So the blue I won't be able to cut. And you know what? That's okay. Because if I can laser engrave it with Slasher over here, because it's already cut in a nice neat square, I could just drill some holes in it and turn it into like a hanging sign if it'll laser etch, right? So the blue won't cut with my lasers. You need a CO2 laser to get through this. But using the infrared in Slasher, you can probably mark the top of it. So I can engrave something. I just can't cut it. Totally fine. Ooh, what's this color? Sometimes it's really hard to tell. I wonder if that's see-through green. It's so rude. I do send the notifications. I don't know why it doesn't love me. And I try not to use that at everyone because they really bug me. I've decided to only use at everyone for the Elster and for pattern releases. And I will try to never use it again. More green clear. Oh, I've got some yellow. Let's look at the yellow. Yellows can be a bit funny. Sometimes they're not yellow. Sometimes they're like greeny yellow, like a lime. Oh, that's not bad. Yellow. Orange. So we have all the color. The only color I haven't seen so far is purple, I think, and brown. Brown has its place. Gingerbread cookies. tree trunks. You know, depending on what you want to make. There's this one company that makes beautiful Australian bird earrings. Can confirm they're pretty, but again, $45, and I tend to break my stuff. I'm not saying that their stuff is of poor quality. That is not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying I am a terror. I've seen a couple of secondhand lasers. So I have seen a lot of people trying to sell their X tools. It's because they've upgraded to a bigger, stronger, newer model. Sometimes there's nothing wrong. I live by secondhand, people. Secondhand is not all bad. They just want to upgrade and recuperate some money. I'm going to call this smoke. I don't know what color it actually is, but it's like black but see-through. It reminds me of smoke, so I'm calling it that. I should be able to cut this. Tinted is fine. Pure clear and mirror acrylic I can't cut. But I can laser engrave the back of mirror acrylic. All the things, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Ooh, cowhide black. I use so much black. I was actually thinking I need to go and buy some more black, but now I'm good for a while. The foreseeable future, in fact. Oh, nah, probably not. I've probably only got about a week's worth of black here, but that's right. We love black. And I really love that grey. I'm staring at it. I'm like, oh. Ooh, dark green. Like super dark green. That's pretty. Instantly, first thing my brain thinks of, Lord of the Rings. Embroider or gold, like HTV on top of it, Lord of the Rings. We might end up doing that. That is a bit fabulous. And I still have gold Lord of the Rings zipper pulls left in my stash. This has got tape on it, which means there's bits in here. I love bits. Bits are fun. You don't need big bits to have lots of fun. Now I've got to find them without dropping them. Aha! Ooh, I don't know. I'll just pop that there. This is a different shade of oxblood red. This is more red, less oxbloody. I know that's probably not a word, but like, bear with me. Very pretty color though. This is probably more of like red blood, not dried blood. The other one was more dried blood. Nice red. It's a nice deep. I can see some bags in that. My brain's having ideas. I'm making a mess over there. Nobody judge me. It's totally fine. We're going to check all the colors because I am super curious. So a lot of these were free. You can go to the shop and they've just got it all out the front of the shop. I know for a fact the white was like a really long 2-meter strip. So you can just snap it or cut it. Okay, more smoke. You can just snap it, cut it, jigsaw, whatever. I reckon that's more smoke too. Smoke is pretty though. Don't discount the smoke colors. It's black without being black. That's my favorite shade of red. See? Fabulous. All right, some bigger sheets. This one has a peephole. Creepy, I know. That's smoke. Ooh, color. ST512. That doesn't help us at all. I'm sticking with smoke. Is that smoke? Or is that solid black? It's a very good question. It's so hard to tell just looking at the corner. Ooh, this one might be solid black. See, this is why you check everything, people. I know, more smoke. I lied. It almost looks darker smoke than the other one. Ooh. And then this is the last thing to come in my package. All in all, feels like Christmas. Look at all the goodies. I'm going to have to dedicate some videos to nothing but acrylic ideas. Not just Christmassy ones, but like probably earrings. Let's be honest. I'm going to make all the earrings of the freaking universe. Well, not all. In a perfect world, I could cut mirror acrylic and I'd make a lot of knife earrings. Ooh, but the smoke, I could probably make knuckle dusters since they're in my brain this week. We're going to take the tape off and then we're going to be gentle. And this is a fabulous shade of green. I left it for last for a reason, people. It's pretty. It is most likely my next bag. I need to pick my next bag shape because... All right, more smoke and a nice big chunk of pink. That one says $5, but again, it was bigger. So, you know, all the things. Look at this color. Look at it. Wait, you can't see it. It's mottled, bright, happy green. Does that not scream Tori's new bag? Like, it just does. You won't even convince me otherwise. I'm thinking maybe with some of that dark green as accents into green on green. Yes. We're going to probably do embroidery. I'm going to need some fancy hardware for myself. We are going to do something. The question becomes, what bag pattern? It doesn't necessarily matter if it's an old one, but I don't want to do one I've already done for myself. So it can't be Temptress or Vixen or Empress, and it can't be Tribbiani by Sincerely Jen, and it can't be Lola by Swoon, because I've already got one of all of them. We want a new shape bag that I haven't carried before. We want medium. We don't want small. We don't want a huge tote. If we were going to do a tote, I'd do another Empress. So we don't want a tote, we want a bag. So this whole pile, you're not gonna like the answer to this. This whole pile came from like a factory clear out. This whole piece of green vinyl costs $5. There is heaps of it. $5. Look at it. And then it had like some extra bits. It's got bits in it. Rowena by Knotted Thread Co. I definitely have never made that. I don't think I even have that pattern. Oh my god, I love it. Beautiful color. Silver hardware. I've got sparkle rivets. We're gonna have a very extra Tori bag. I think. We're gonna move that so I don't knock it. Part of me wants a bag out of that grey. I keep staring at it and it's beautiful. So there was 2 extra small little bits. And I say small little bits. That is still 15.5 inches by, let's call it 25.5. And then like some extra dodgy bit there. That's still a huge piece. I could probably get, oh my god, what's it called? Possum pouch out of that. You can get a possum pouch out of a fat quarter, for anyone that doesn't know. They're beautiful. Love it. Let's shut the knife so I don't cut myself. We all know that's a very real possibility. Rowena by Knotted Thread Co. I don't know, maybe. I was thinking the frog from Carbon Chic, but I have made that. And I don't think I want to carry around a frog. I'd carry around a dragon. Absolutely, I'd do a dragon. Wait here. No, it doesn't really go. I had a thought. I was like, oh my god, dragon bag, but they don't match. I know they, even if they look, they don't match. That's not a thing. No deal. This one's probably gonna go with the dark green. That does not go. But that was a thought. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, so you should all take a vote. We should start a voting poll in my Facebook group as to what bag I am going to carry around next. And then I'm going to make something ridiculously extra because this will be the bag I have up until and maybe through Christmas. Unless I make myself a Christmas tote, but probably not. The green's close enough. But I am going to make myself a Christmas shirt later today. Dragons with the grey. Ooh, let's try that. Oh, I just made more mess. Oh, well. Shit happens. Look at it. Isn't it fabulous? Because I have a dragon that I'm going to embroider, right? I don't think that's it either. I think this is going to have to go with a brown or a dark green. This is like off. Is that the, yeah, that's the green. That works better than this one. Once you've got a big giant dragon embroidered on it, that actually might be it. That's cool. We'll see. Anyway, it's not a right now problem. This is not happening today. Other things are happening today. I have plans and stuff I need to get done. But this will be my new bag. That's the wrong green. I need a dark green that's less dark than this to go with this. And I want to do green on green. I don't know what lining I'm going to do. Green waterproof canvas probably. I could go lighter. I don't know. I will worry about that later. Doesn't matter. Fabulous. Look at it. Oh my God, I love it. So that's the plan. I'm going to do 48. I've got 48 videos planned. I wrote them all down and everything. Look at them all. I know you can't see it, but all of the videos have been written down. 48 videos. So be ready. I also have to, this weekend, I'm going to finish sewing all of the options for my new pattern, the Changeling. I also need to set up a swapsy. I have lots to do this weekend. I'll be around though. I should be like somewhat online. Oh, I just dribbled that right down my chin. Good job, me. But that was a fun unboxing. I'm excited. I'm going to come up with a bunch of different, actually, you know what I need to do first? I need to check and see which colors I can actually cut. For those colors I can't cut, I do know someone local that has a CO2 laser. So either they could cut it for me or I could just give them the scraps if I can't use them myself. But that will only be the blue and maybe some of those see-through-y ones. But I reckon I'll still get through the black. And the green's dark enough. Like if it was this color green, I don't think I could cut it. But because it's a dark green see-through, I reckon we'll be fine. So in that case, I might start a thread in my Facebook group. I will be looking for SVGs to make ridiculous earrings. And I say ridiculous, you guys can get a bit ridiculous and I'll take it as a challenge and we'll do it. Because that just feels fun. I love a good challenge. This is all 3mm acrylic for anyone that needs to know that. I haven't ever cut acrylic, I don't think, on Slayer. Slayer's twice as powerful as my old laser, and I could cut that. It just took like 5 passes. That really, really slow. But it can be done. That's why I don't sell acrylic stuff. It's a time factor. Stuff takes forever. Not super keen on that. But I'm going to cut out, probably, I'll just pick like a little skull. How about embroidery earrings? Oh, where they do like the freestanding lace. I don't think my machine would like to do that. It's a nightmare sometimes. Me and the embroidery machine are not as friendly as I would like. I can try it, but if no video eventuates, it's because I didn't want to play ball. Actually, instead of the earrings in embroidery, have you guys seen the freestanding lace bow? I'm pretty sure I have that design. It's like a 3D bow that's all embroidered. I have enough embroidery thread that I could absolutely make some of those. They'd be fun. They would be very fun. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go now that I've done my unboxing. That is so much stuff. This weighs over 1 kilo. Absolutely. It's heavy. It's quite heavy. But there's so many pretty colors. Lots of smoke. So there's going to be lots of smoke colored earrings. We also might cut some things in smoke and then put resin on them. We're going to try that. I don't know if it'll work. Also, another thought that my brain has just had, I went and bought these from Kmart. These are going to be a video, by the way. You can buy like clear acrylic bookmarks. They don't look clear because they've got plastic on them. You take the plastic off and then you put stickers. I'm wondering, can I cut like a smoky one? And then we use the Cricut machine to kind of make them fancy. I'm gonna try it. It's not like I don't have enough sticker stuff in my life. But the pink is pretty much dedicated to earrings and fun things like that because it sparkles. And then I have a solid pink. I could do some Barbie things. Ooh, see? All the options. I'm gonna go. That was really fun. My brain's already like ticking over a lot. But I've got some things to do before I can play with any of this. And I will go check out the Rowena by Lavender and Twine and then check with them to make sure I'm allowed to do a video. I'm not doing a bag that I can't do a video for because then you won't see the fabulousness that is my new handbag. And all the things I changed from the original pattern because we know, right? We just know that's what I'm going to do. Knotted thread co. Okay, well, I will check that out either way. Thank you all for joining me. I hope that was as fun for you as it was for me because that was really fun. Quite happy. I'm so bummed that I can't cut blue. Not that I can think of anything horror and blue. So, I don't know. But otherwise, I've got orange, green, pink, red, yellow, white, off black, see-through green. Oh, we should do Grinch tree earrings. You know where it like curves over? Yes. And then I can do a yellow star. Oh, this is dangerous. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys next time.